Ultrakill is a fantastic game. Out of every game I've ever played, I can say that Ultrakill is likely the most fun out of all of them. Other games may be more rewarding or addictive, but there's something about blasting through hell as a blue security camera that makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. But the thing that keeps this interesting is that the game is a completely linear experience, with no built-in replayability. I have well over 200 hours in Ultrakill, which is a pretty solid amount for this kind of game, and many people have considerably more than I do. So I pose the question, what keeps Ultrakill fun and fresh after beating the game dozens of times? Well, I'll start with the obvious answer, the skill ceiling. It honestly has no business being as high as it is. As an example, take players like the current 80% world record holder, Usam, or top cybergrind players like Quack. If you watch them, it seriously looks like their movement is sped up. They are incredibly precise yet fast. Their shots are always on target, and they keep their style up incredibly high. These people have well over 1,000 hours in this game, and you can tell. You can seriously tell. These people have something incredibly wrong with them, and goddamn, I wish it was wrong with me too. Even when they're not playing with a lot of quote-unquote flashy moves like chargebacks or rail coins, you can truly see their mastery and their dedication. And when they are doing crazy stuff, it looks even less comprehensible. For contrast, take a game like Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. MGRR has a great story, progression system, and of course, music. I absolutely love this game, and have very fond memories of doing Revengeance runs, listening to the banger soundtrack, and even speedrunning. But after around 100 hours, I stopped playing this game. Why? Well, it's because of the skill ceiling. After a much shorter amount of time, I reached basically the max skill possible, minus some of the more insane tech. The skill curve looks something like this, compared to Ultrakill's skill curve, which looks something like this. This is why Ultrakill can stay fun, because as a player, there's always, and I mean always, room for improvement. In many games, your arsenal expands when the developers give you more weapons. In this game, your arsenal expands when you learn the new crazy shit you can do with the weapons you already have. As an example, with just the first two weapons, the Piercer and the Marksman, you can do two special things. You can either do a Pierce shot or a coin shot. But what if you bounce a Piercer shot off of a coin shot? Suddenly, with no new weapon additions or changes in any way, your arsenal has expanded. This multiplicative complexity can allow for some truly amazing stuff that is very hard yet rewarding to perfect. Simple things like core eject nuking took me a really long time to get down. Rail coining took me even longer. Other things like instant rocket riding and dead coining were also not easy to learn. But this is what gets the brain chemicals to really start going off. Of course, defeating a tough boss will get your heart rate going and give you that spike of adrenaline and satisfaction after overcoming a tough challenge. But there's something about practicing a mechanic and pulling it off in-game that just feels so good. I guess this is analogous to a game like Rocket League, and if any of you have put some time into that game, you know exactly what I mean. Working on something and pulling it off in a competitive situation is a feeling that is not short of black tar heroin. Even super early game stuff like basic coin shots or even things like projectile boosts can get a player hooked on learning new ways to reduce enemies into a steaming puddle on the floor. My recent experience with this is learning the aptly named rail coin punch, which is an extension to the rail coin that adds a punch in the middle to reset the coin, allowing for 6, 7, or even 8 hits on an enemy. When I first saw it, I didn't understand it at all. I tried for like an hour, and after I couldn't get it, I just stopped. A few days went by, and I decided to try it again. Like the first time, no luck. Something like 3 months went by, and when I was messing around with friends, I gave it a third shot. This time, it clicked. All of a sudden, I was able to do it semi-consistently. I felt like a god in that moment, and went to try it on Minos Prime, a boss I've killed literally hundreds of times, and felt a renewed sense of accomplishment from using this new crazy tech. Even for a player that has P-ranked every level multiple times each, learned nearly every tech in the game, and has even done some wacky challenges like beating both Prime Souls at the same time, there is still new stuff to learn. There are new challenges to overcome. There are still new ground to break and a massive community dedicated to breaking it. Speaking of the community, it is another major reason that this game stays fun. Ultrakill, being the crazy crack-filled power trip that it is, has such a talented, funny, and engaging community. Especially with people like Gianni, Gabriel's voice actor, being an active shitposter gives the whole thing an extra level of comedy. The game keeps me playing, but the community keeps me coming back. Every day, there are new memes, animations, challenges, lore analyses, or videos like these being made.
And don't even get me started on mods and custom levels. Some of the craziest things ever conceived by the unholy mind of mankind fall under the category of Ultrakill mods. What if the whole game was underwater? What if all of the enemies were Minos Prime? What if the game was even multiplayer? All of these questions and more are only one mod away. And as the new custom level scene starts to develop, there will be a whole new trove of crazy challenges that we will need to conquer as well.
And I can't say I would have it any other way. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've never made anything like this before, so if you liked it or didn't, let me know why. I've got a lot of games I would love to talk about, so there's a good chance more of this kind of video will end up on this channel. Thank you so much for making this far, and I will see you in the next one.